Hi everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Lie in Bed. And today, for the very first time, I actually have two guests in my king-size podcast bed. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, hello, I'm Evangeline, or Evan for short. I'm a non-binary, queer, multidisciplinary artist. I'm from Orange County, California, but now I live in Albuquerque, so.
I love it.
And then my name is Pallas and Evan. I'm from the Prairie Band Potawatomi Nation. I'm originally from Hoyt, Kansas. But I've been out here in Albuquerque now for a few months.
I love that.
But I've been modeling under a year, and I do construction during the day. So
amazing!
Yeah.
I love it. And so we met for the very first time at the we modeled together, and we met for the very first time in Colorado, which is cool.
Yes,
I
in
didn't-
Estes Park.
Yeah,
That was
and so if you want to talk about a little bit about that fashion show, and tell everybody a little bit about that.
So we met at the First People's Fashion Show in Estes Park, Colorado. It's like 5 minutes away from the Stanley. Great production, beautiful venue. I think that was by far my favorite runway that I've done so far. Is that problematic a little bit? No, I'm just kidding. But that was for sure a great event, and I met so many beautiful people, and so I'm very grateful for that experience for sure.
Yeah, it was so fun, and I had like such a great time. It was my first runway. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So I had been in a fashion show before, but I was like called a wandering spirit, and so I was but I was doing salsa in a muertes death mask.
Yeah.
And so like it was like a round skull mask, and I was dancing in a graveyard. So I wasn't really doing the runway. I was in a fashion show, but I wasn't. So First People was my very first fashion show.
That was a great one to go to.
Yeah,
That was a beautiful one.
I actually didn't model in it. I was just the assistant for the day.
Oh,
Yeah,
really? I
yeah.
thought you modeled
No,
too.
yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, we both met. We met you both there, and it was awesome. It was such a fantastic production, and it definitely changed my view of what modeling was.
Gotcha.
And so seeing kind of like growing up, I always kind of imagined what a model was something different.
Right.
And I didn't find out I was a model. I found out I was a model. So I was doing photography at Pride 3 years ago, and a photographer had photographed me taking pictures. So I was taking pictures, and he photographed me taking pictures.
Yeah.
And then he published it in Spain. And didn't ask me either. He's a friend of mine, and so he was like, oh, and so he published me in Spain, and it got accepted, and so I got published for the very first time, against the rules.
Right.
Thank you, Andrew.
Unbeknownst to you.
Yeah, unbeknownst to me, and so I went to...
And an international debut at that.
Right, and so
true.
I went on stage trying to help my photographer, Nick Harvey, adjust the camera at New Mexico Entertainment 2 years ago, and... the guy's like, oh, you look like a model. And I said, I'm not a model. And then my friend Andrew, who's the photographer, says, actually, and then tells me I'm published in Spain as I'm standing on the stage and trying to set up a camera. And I was like, what? Like, and he's like, oh yeah, I'll send you the picture.
I guess.
By the way. And so it was fun. It was actually extremely humbling.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I had been very much like telling you, I'm not a model because I'm in media, I'm behind the, and I take pictures too. And so in my mind, I couldn't be both.
Well, I'm sure that there's like a level of pride of that. You're also producing art in a different way, you know?
Right. And so, what I
to be
found...
relabeled, right?
Yeah, relabeled a little bit. And then what I found is that I wanted to help my other friends expand their art.
For sure.
So I have friends that are photographers, and I can't do shit for them unless I'm behind the camera on the other side. And they don't want to be pictured. So I was like, okay, how do I humble myself? And so I realized how much humbling modeling is.
Right.
For sure.
It's the entire job is visibility. Like it's vulnerability, but it's also confidence. And I think a lot of people think that it's very easy for models to do that, and I don't think that's true at all.
Right.
Like I think that everybody has to find what grounds them in modeling. You need some kind of like foundation of yourself, or like an understanding of yourself, you know?
Right, right. And and I think, like you said, you go into it with a different type of mindset.
Right.
And I'm sure you've seen plenty of examples of people going into it with success stories and less success, in it. How long have you been modeling for?
So about 10 months now. My
10
first
months.
my first show was at the Haskell runway.
Okay.
That's the Haskell Indians,
Yeah.
University?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
Sorry,
yes.
my bad. But yeah, that was about 10 months ago. I had walked for 3 designers: Okio, Apache Selections, and Sunrise Creations. They deserve all their flowers. They're
Yes.
great. But that was my start, and then I would kind of like submit to something once a month and see if I get it, and I was kind of picking up that traction, and so I think the turnaround moment for me where I was like, wait, I could probably keep doing this.
Right.
It was in August when I walked at the Uplift production by Sky Eagle for Alternative, and that I was like, no, Albuquerque is so beautiful. There's so much, there's such a big fashion scene for Native communities.
Right.
And so I was like, we need to come out here. And then we literally moved like a month later.
Yes.
Okay, they were like, we were both kind of like, it'd be kind of cool to move out here or
Yeah.
something. I was like, yeah.
Then you're like,
So, no, I started applying for jobs.
Oh, yeah.
We took a train from Kansas and back.
Right.
And so I started applying for jobs on the way there, and even that next week at work, I think. And then, sure enough, one of those jobs hit me back up. And then, 2 days later, they hit me up. And then pretty much had a phone interview and everything. They offered me a job.
Yes.
And then so I was like, oh yeah, I got a job, by the way. And they're like, oh, where? I was like, Albuquerque. I was like, oh. They're like, oh, where? And I was like, oh, Albuquerque.
And I was like, Albuquerque? I thought he meant like a local job, man.
Right.
I was like, oh yeah, she's cool. Where,
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, oh.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa,
and then
yeah.
he was like,
Now we just gotta find a place to live. And we're
and
good.
I said, I'm on it.
On
And I got
it.
through a
So-
few, apartments. And I was like, this one. And we did end up with that one, which was
I
awesome.
love that.
Yeah,
it,
it
just,
was-
it just fell into
Yeah,
place.
yeah.
Oh,
all
it was
of
just
it.
it was like,
You
it just did what it stopped, and it was so crazy to see because I was telling them just we'll figure it out. It doesn't matter. We'll get it done.
He's very much so a type B person. I'm type A. I'm like, no, I need everything cemented so I know for sure.
Right.
And he's like, it'll work out.
It'll be fine.
Even it works out.
Even this Japan show, well, there's even shows prior where we've been kind of iffy or I don't know, just because it's so far and the finances this and that. But I'm like, fuck it.
We're gonna do it.
We're gonna do it. I was
We're
like,
gonna
just don't worry about we'll figure
yeah,
it
he
out.
always tells me don't worry about it, just apply. Go ahead, do
Just do
what
it.
you gotta do. And I'm like, okay.
And then
And that's support.
9 times
Yeah,
out of
no,
10,
it is, yeah.
it goes through and
Right.
we figure it out.
I love that. How
Mhm.
fantastic. And kind of leading into extremely exciting opportunities.
Yeah,
exactly.
really.
Yeah.
It all snowballed really, and then when we got here, it felt like I felt affirmed that we had made the right choice, just because literally everything keeps falling into its place. I'm slowly going to take up all of Albuquerque. I hope you guys know that.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
But it's beautiful though, because what I love about Albuquerque, because I'm actually not from Albuquerque either. I'm from northern New Mexico.
Okay.
I grew up in a farm town. My grandma owned a chicken farm, and I was in 4-H, and
I love that. I
Good
was an
4-H,
FFA.
yeah.
Stop.
So I didn't do FFA, but I did 4-H, and I was
Right.
pretty in FFH,
Mhm.
or pretty
Or-
good in 4-H.
4-H. I don't know if you're saying
4-H, I
FH
know.
now. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
4-H, but I was really into 4-H, so I showed horses, I rode
Cool.
horses.
Oh, beautiful.
And then my grandfather, who was on the native side, actually owned a photography business, which was for rodeo. And so I was in the rodeo scene, didn't actually rodeo, but we did photography for it.
Mhm.
And so it definitely gives you a different perspective
Right.
of things. And so the art's been a part of my life forever. And
Yeah,
so modeling never was something I considered art. And so until this
Problematic?
last
No,
is
just
it
kidding.
problem?
No.
Yeah, and it's true though, because
Really?
you have this mindset, because I grew up as an athlete, and I
Mhm.
grew up as an artist. I was a painter, and I even did figure drawing and stuff.
Mhm.
And now I do I model for figure drawing often.
Yeah. That's so
Um,
dope.
But I
For
paint.
circle.
It's so fun.
Yeah.
And so I was a painter, and I would draw other people.
Mhm.
But never to me did I think I would be ever in the booth, in the front right there, being looked at and being drawn.
Yeah.
And
Being
so,
a painter.
yeah. And so
Yes.
how does it feel, for each of you, to have this new experience? To be, you're like on a whirlwind kind of. This is exciting for you. There's some big stuff we haven't even talked about yet that's going to be happening.
Yes.
So like how, before we even talk, you lead into that part, let's take you back to like how this feels, the move, you know? Like how does that feel?
First of all, I think the move is what we needed.
Right.
Like just as models, but
Right.
also as individuals. Like it was just nice to get out of Kansas and explore other states, I guess, you know?
Right.
We had other plans that, or like to move to other states and they kept falling through. And this lined up like immediately smooth as butter. And so we've
There's
learned
like-
that lesson
yeah.
of like, you don't need to force anything, it's going to happen when it needs to happen.
Right.
And we came at the time when we could both thrive in an area like this. Like,
Right.
I'm really happy.
For
How do you
sure.
feel about it?
Because I was getting really psyched out too, just because like, is it too good to be true? Because
Right.
you know it's happening. Like it kept falling through, so it's like
yeah,
it's
like
hard
we would
to,
get so close to moving somewhere else and then it would fall through suddenly.
Right.
So that's what made it like.
And then
I
you
guess.
hear, yeah, it happened like that, and I love that. I actually agree with that. You know, when you have a housing opportunity, this happened similar to my sister too, and it just flowed.
Yeah.
And then I've had other people fight, you know, months and months to get into a house, and if they do get into it, it's like it didn't end up being what it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
And so like I think going, you know, leaning into that flow and the following the energy.
It's a surrender, really.
It is
you know?
a surrender.
Definitely.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
What
it's
is
good to
surrender?
surrender.
It is.
It's good.
They say that if you get comfortable, then you stop growing.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and so I think surrendering is a great word for it, because you have to relinquish it. You know what I mean? And I love that.
I feel like on that note, or like on that message, we watch YouTubers, Yes Theory and Seek Discomfort, and their entire brand essentially is.
Well, their brand is like seek
Discomfort.
discomfort.
Yeah.
And
you know.
their entire mission is to just say yes.
Yeah.
Even when you're nervous, when you're scared, when you feel like you're at your limit almost. Like just exploring past your
Comfort zone.
your
You know?
limits, your
Yeah.
comfort zone, you know? And I think maybe that contributes to the reason you are the way you are, in the sense
And
that
I
like,
never realized that too
yeah,
until they
but
brought it
I always
up too.
try to like show him that like all the times that he's been type B have saved me probably how many times, because he's like, fuck it, we'll figure it out, and we figure it out. But I stop myself from doing a lot of things because I don't have plan A to Z figured out.
Right.
I'm like, no, I need to make sure it's going to work out. Like, you know? And I mean, that's not to say that like natural things like projection is difficult. I think like, especially in modeling, it's you eventually get used to like a certain level of rejection, right?
Right.
But it's more so the idea of like, what if I feel like I'm getting so close to my dream and then it like doesn't happen? And I'm like, damn, is it because I poorly organized, you know? And it's not like that. Sometimes there's things you don't control.
Right.
You know?
There are other circumstances.
Yeah.
Right. And I think too, failure is necessary
For sure.
to feel success.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like if you
I grew up as an athlete as well, so I played all kinds of sports, you know, so going through that success and failure, you know, it's definitely like, I don't know, you learn a lot from it, you know.
Yeah.
What kind of sports did you do?
I did a little bit of everything. I grew up, my main sports were like wrestling and baseball, but I mean, I did basketball for a year or two, and then I did, football, cross country, baseball, track.
Oh yeah, so you
Like
dabbled in
literally,
all of
Soccer.
it.
yeah.
I love
Soccer
it.
for a bit as well, but
I love
yeah.
that. Yeah.
Now I just slackline or try to highline anytime I
Oh,
can,
cool.
you know. So
That's cool. I wish I had a slack line. That's cool.
I have one. We have to
You
go
do?
take it out sometime.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so picnic and
Yeah, slack lining. I'd be way down. I used to do rock climbing and stuff.
Sick,
yeah.
When I used to boulder out when I lived in Colorado.
Cool.
So it's so fun. I'm a true athlete. I actually don't like. I'm bad because I don't really go to the gym.
real.
We just started
Real.
going. and
My
it's been
boyfriend is a
long
big
time.
gym rat. He actually goes. You met Nick,
Right.
and so he's a huge gym rat. He loves the gym. He's good at the gym. Me, I want to skateboard.
That's
So
so real.
I got 2 drift scooters also. So I have 2 decks. I have 2 drift scooters, and I go and just drift scootering.
Yeah.
Will
Rip it
work
out.
your
No, for sure.
dude, your quads.
Yeah, I bet.
I go on hikes. I go walk my Akita or my Husky, and when I walk, I mean that's a workout. He's like 90 pounds. Now.
Yeah.
Like so like those. I like outdoor activities. I'm very much like I want to be outside and like feeling
hiking.
it.
Yeah,
And, like,
we used to do that
camping.
a lot too.
Mhm.
Like when we met, we used to go hiking or like rock hunting is what I would call it. Me and my bestie.
I love rock.
We love rocks.
Yes,
We love rocks. They don't even actually have to be like interesting like
No.
minerals. They literally just have to look cool. And I'm
Cool.
like,
Yeah, no.
I'm taking you home.
There you go.
But
Yep. That's actually from it's
Cool.
actually from a volcano explosion.
What?
Yeah, it's from a volcano. Yeah, there you go.
wait. My YouTube channel.
Yes, there you go. Yes, and so
Thank
I
you.
big rock pusher, and it's from El Paso. It's from my first fashion show.
Oh,
I got it,
Are
yeah.
you sure you want to share this?
Yeah, I have more of them,
Oh,
and so I
thank
took
you.
like a whole shit ton of. I did because it's like I want to have these memories.
Oh, for
I
sure.
think rocks are
Tangible
memories. This is
Yeah,
a memory.
I agree.
I don't go to the what's it called the what is it called the shop where you get the gift shop.
Right,
You
like
get
little
some,
gift
yeah.
shops.
I'm not
Yeah,
much a
we'll buy
gift
stuff for
shop.
other people usually.
Yeah.
Right, but not me. Like I actually did go to the Stanley when we were in Estes, and I did buy some stuff there. But for my other people,
We should have
Sure.
bought stuff there.
We
I didn't
didn't
even
even
think
buy
about
anything.
that.
We got a
We went ghost hunting and
That
we
shit was
got
crazy.
some crazy stuff.
Oh,
Should I send you pictures? You can put them up on the
yes. Tell
screen.
me about the Stanley experience. Actually,
Oh my god. Okay, so the Stanley was beautiful. Basically throughout show day, we were kind of like, all the models were kind of talking amongst ourselves, and somebody came up with the idea of going to the Stanley to take like a commemorative photo of all the models, right? And so that was kind of the goal, and that's all my brain was thinking about like the whole time, and like locking in and surviving because I have POTS and being on set for so long is kind of brutal, but
right.
I was locked in, right? I was super excited, and the show comes and goes. It was great. I had such a good time. And then we're like, let's go to the Stanley, and everybody's texting the group chat like, I'm really hungry. I'm gonna go do this. I'm like, that's so fucking real.
Yeah.
But
But
we're
we're
going.
gonna
We're
go to
going.
the Stanley, yeah.
And so we took some really cool pictures, just like the vibes, right? Like just cool, fun stuff. And then we were like, damn, we need to come back tomorrow, and but we had gone out to eat. We went to our hotels or whatever. The next day, me and my other model friend, we were supposed to be on set for like a really early morning shoot, but the designer canceled, and we were like, damn, what do we do? And she was like, well, I'm getting a room at the Stanley tonight, you guys should come over. And so we were like, we're fucking going, we'll see you soon,
What an invite!
And yes, it was amazing. And so we were like, okay, I guess we're going over,
Yeah.
And so we go to hang out, and I noticed that the later it got, like the nightfall, the change
The day and night difference, like
Right.
energetically was insane.
way,
Like
yeah,
insane.
You could
mad-
feel it.
Yeah, no, it was like
different.
heavy. And so like I had recorded walking into like one of the main like hallways, or like into the main hallway really, or the main staircase. Fuck, I can't.
Yeah.
I'm lost in the sauce. Anyway, and that video footage became like corrupted in ways, and I was like, that is so bizarre because you can see me in every other part of the video, like it's like a seamless transition. There's nothing going on, and it was like it was almost like I don't even know how to.
obstructed.
Yeah,
Yeah, like it
yeah.
affected the screen.
And so I was like,
Whoa.
what the hell was that? But whatever, right? And as time went on, we went upstairs to her actual room that she was staying in, which I think was haunted by a ghost named Paul. Was it?
Yeah.
Paul. And we'll get to that. So basically, she's like, hey, me and my mom are gonna go to the ghost tour. We'll be back. You guys are more than welcome to shoot pictures here or go over there, blah, blah, blah. And we're like, perfect. We had a little bit of time, so we took photos. And we all seemed to gravitate towards a particular window in the hotel room, and it was in the bathroom. And it's this beautiful, like, big window, and you can just kind of, like, pull it open, and there's no screen or anything, so... Yeah, careful. This is on the third floor?
I think it was the third floor.
This is the third floor. There's 4 floors, the 4th being the most haunted. Third floor. Very eerie that we, like, all gravitated towards it, but I didn't feel any kind of, like, hostility or even, like, come this way,
Right,
you know? It didn't
right.
feel like that. It was just a beautiful window, and there was something about it, right? And so we all snapped photos there, and then we took a few as like little group pictures like this real quick. And in some of the group pictures, next to my friend's head in the window is a face.
Oh.
And then when in one of her photos that we took of her, it's in the background, like through the window, like behind the window, there's no person there, and it was like a man's face, like an old man's face.
Whoa.
And that was crazy. And mind you, we didn't see these things until like 2-3 days after, or
Right.
something
We
like
were
that,
looking-
right?
It was a good second after.
Yeah.
We were looking through it.
Yeah, and so, because we use Signal, so we just dropped all the pictures that we each took on our own phones individually. We sent it to each other.
Right.
And we were looking through each other's pictures, and that's kind of how we were like, wait, the hell's that?
Mm-hmm.
So we had a few experiences that really, like, got our friend kind of jumpy, and she had to stay the night there, so we kind of felt bad. But we dropped her off, and we're like, let's keep exploring. And so we
Yeah.
kept exploring, and we experienced a lot of bizarre things. Very interesting rooms that don't have names, numbers, or doorknobs, but they're bolted from the outside. Weird. And then there's like these purple orbs that were showing up in like so many pictures, and they would kind of change size, like, you know.
Whoa, that's crazy.
That was crazy. What else? A lot of paranormal activity was being caught on EMF readers and stuff like that, because
there's a lot
there
of
were
other
people
people there,
exploring the ghost adventure, you know.
And we were hearing a lot of commotion from other people too, like them
Right.
experiencing something too.
Yeah, well,
so.
because so I when we went to go explore and take pictures, I was directing my friend kind of where I felt would make a striking image, but also there's just something about it that draws you there, right?
Right.
And we were on this. I had her go into like the middle of this staircase, but in the perspective where you can see these other staircases. Like, it was very interesting. And I was like, I love that. Can you put your hair like over the rail? Because she has very, very long hair, gorgeous hair. And it was just looking so beautiful. And a young man like above us was like, hey, you guys be careful on the stairs, because we're getting a lot of like EMF readings and like spirit box, you know, like stuff like that.
Absolutely, yeah.
And so we were like, oh shit. And then we went upstairs, and I was like, here, take a picture near this one. And it was the cowboy room, which was also haunted by a cowboy. And there's, like, we just kept hitting all these interesting spots. And the thing is, like, me and my friend Maggie, we both have POTS, which is like a form of dysautonomia. It's its whole spiel. But basically, we were on set all day. We were having a rough time, whatever. We get to the hotel. We kind of have like an energy, like let's explore. Let's, you know, we're gonna feel like shit anywhere we are, so might as well do it here.
Right.
But when we got to the 4th floor, we both started feeling really bad,
Oh.
like really weird. And it's not like we're like taking up these like 4 stairs, you know, like or like 4 levels, you know, like we weren't doing that. It was nice and slow.
Right.
It, you know, and so it was really fucking weird. And that's when we started kind of recording around, and we saw that weird room with the deadbolt up top.
Yeah.
No handle, and it's like a skeleton key kind of door too.
Yeah.
So it was just really, really weird.
Yeah.
And then there was like rooms that were supposed to be empty or whatever, and you can see them, like the lights flashing inside.
Ooh.
I got a few videos of that. Bunch of weird shit.
That's crazy. I love that though.
Yeah,
That's
it was a
amazing.
pretty cool experience.
Well,
Yeah,
and
it was kind of crazy.
My boyfriend Nick used to work at the ghost tours here in Albuquerque too.
Hell yeah.
And then the paranormal tours of El Paso follow me on Instagram too, and so I follow them back, and we met them when we went. I'm a big horror person. I love scary
So
stuff.
are we.
Yeah.
Big horror. I could talk about horror all day long.
Have you watched Incantation?
No.
You and that movie.
Incantation.
That's my favorite movie. You need to hear this too.
Incantation.
Shit, that popped
Let's hear
crazy.
about it. Yeah.
You guys need to watch Incantation. I like scaring people and not telling this beforehand, but I will show you guys some mercy and tell you that it's all fake, obviously. So even the incantations said in the film are not real. You will not be harmed, inflicted, or cursed. But you should watch it. I think. Well, a lot of people, to elaborate further, a lot of people think that you'll leave cursed by watching the movie.
I see.
It's not. you won't actually be
You're not
first.
actually
They
first.
already
Yeah.
addressed
Well,
it,
it's like
but
the
it's
ring, like, you know, I
Right,
remember the
right,
ring,
right.
like the 7
I
days.
fucking love the ring.
Yeah, that shit.
I love the ring. That
When
shit.
when that movie first came out, I was
Me
like,
too,
oh,
and I was like, I don't know, 7, 8
yeah,
or
that was the
something.
last, yeah. And
The Ring, The Grudge, those were my shit.
Yes.
Those were my shit.
Have you guys watched Welcome to Derry, the new one?
Mm-mm.
So Welcome to Derry.
I heard something about that.
You need to watch. You need to watch it. Yeah, it's
Sounds
Pennywise.
familiar.
It's about all about it.
Like the
And
origin story,
the
right?
origin story, and
I need to watch
it is not disappointing. It is literally better than, like, it's book level.
Gotcha.
Like book level
Yeah.
quality. So you know that sometimes they miss it and they can't hit that mark. This is hitting the digital. We are now in the era of graphics
Right.
and digital media
Right.
that we can actually portray Stephen King now in a visual style.
Yeah.
Because we
That's
have,
so
crazy.
fucking cool.
you know, we
yeah.
did see Stephen King. Obviously, you know, The Shining and
Right.
and these, you know, but this is a different level of horror. Of making it into a Stephen King film. It's terrifying. Like, it is, like, horrifying. And I love it. It's so good. Please
We'll
watch
have to
Welcome
check
to
it out.
Derry.
Yeah, we will have to check it
I
out.
think it's on Netflix.
Cool.
But watch Welcome to Derry. It's so good. I think we're all caught up on it, too. It's so good. Yeah, so you have something upcoming that's really cool. And you guys are going to be going to Tokyo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So can you tell me a little bit about this event? And it's actually why we are coming on this show. I feel so excited for you, so much so that we want to, like, help you gain traction. And so I wanted people to know who you were and learn who you are and show why this is so important for you guys to show up as Indigenous people and as representatives of our different clans and our nations, and then going to Tokyo in fashion. So tell us a little bit about this exciting thing, how you feel about it, and what the event is about.
How do you feel about it?
My feelings are, like, I don't know, definitely, like, nervous for it, for sure, you know, because it's my first, like, real big thing that I'm doing for modeling.
Right, this is our international debut, mind you. Again, both under 10 months of experience. This is insane.
Yeah. Like, because I've done like 5 shows, you know, but, like, just was not expecting it, you know, so I'm always, like, shooting for the stars, you know.
Right.
Yeah, we just...
But baby, I'm there, you know.
Yeah,
so,
you
like,
hit the
shit.
stars!
Yeah.
You hit the stars!
Now I just gotta hold on for the ride. But
Right.
I'm super excited. I'm super proud, you know. I'm grateful for this opportunity too. Like, just to, like, still in awe and disbelief that, like, wow, like, we're really doing this.
Yeah. Wow.
Because we've talked about it before. Like, well, you know, what if we did go? What happens if we did get booked for a show out there, or, you know, in, like, anywhere, you know, like out of the States or wherever?
Yeah.
I'm like, well,
Guess we'll find out.
we'll figure it out. Like,
Yeah,
you know, like I
yeah,
said before, you know.
yeah.
So
How
we're
cool.
figuring it out, you
You're
know. So
figuring it out.
I don't know, but I think it'll, like, I don't know. It's just
It's
like
gonna work out. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
I like
So-
that. This mentality is so good. It's so clear, and I love that. How do you feel?
Dude, for me, it's like a full circle moment.
Yeah.
Just because Japanese street fashion is what got me into fashion. I was like 9 or 10, and my big sister had a friend named Ada who loved, like, all of, like, the Japanese subcultures, like visual kei, decor fashion, fairy kei, Lolita fashion, and, you know, she would come around, hang out with my sister, and she had told me about it one day. I was obsessed.
I love Lolita too.
Enthralled by the world of Lolita fashion.
Yes.
Obsessed. And so, obviously I grew up admiring so many important, like, Japanese media sources. Got the Lolita Bible, Fruits Magazine, etc. You know? And I think, to me, it's kind of crazy because, well, so I had done one, like, street snap for a magazine inspired by Fruits Mag. My friend Bibs Moreno is the basically producer of this magazine, and she's amazing, and she shot us all on film. And it was just a bunch of people from all over Long Beach in all of their insane fashion, right? And so I got a model with my friend Emily. We were wearing Lolita fashion, and I was like, that was so fun. And it's kind of crazy because, you know, her magazine is Frutas, you know, for Fruits Mag. And she just wanted to show, I guess, the rest of the world that, like, Cali has it like that. We still got style, you know? And so I thought that was really cool, but she also shoots in, like, Ciudad de Mexico and stuff like that. So there are other areas as well. And I know that she's working really hard on a bunch of cool projects. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
but-
amazing.
I was street snapped there, and I was like, how crazy would it be if I ever, had gotten the chance to be shot for, Fruits Mag before they had stopped producing.
Right.
And then it got me thinking, well, how cool would it just be to model in Japan? Like, how fun,
Yeah.
And this was a thought I had, like, middle school, high school, way back then. And now I'm turning 27 in, like, 2 weeks, So it's like it's a full circle moment that I'm like, wait, I am going to be in Japan now. And I
Yeah.
get to take along the fashions that I grew up admiring with me because I do really to fashion.
Yeah.
And I'll get to wear it in Japan.
In
like,
Japan.
yeah.
Oh, you're going to be so iconic.
Dude, it's major.
The icons. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, yeah.
And so I know you guys are doing some fundraising for that.
Mm-hmm.
I think you have shirts.
Yes, so the
Right.
alternative team, Courtney Little X,
Mhm.
she's working with Laura Nicole, one of the models, but also she owns her own screen printing business. And so they've made a few custom designs for sale, and all of the sale, like all the money made from that is going to directly help all of us
The
models
whole
get
team
to.
out. So,
Amazing.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's shirts and crew necks on there.
Mhm.
Different
It's like
colorways.
size extra small to 3XL, I believe, and there's a few colorways, usually like in like a maroon reddish. There's black, there's white, I think,
Mhm.
and then one of the designs is return our ancestors, and then I think another one for allies. I mean, you're more than welcome to wear that one as well, but for allies who feel more comfortable, it's return the ancestors.
Ancestors.
But there's a lot of other ways that you can support us. You can directly support us through our GoFundMe. We created a joint fundraiser, and that'll kind of cover our expenses like food, travels, like our tickets, our accommodations, everything. Did I say
Yeah.
that twice?
Right.
Oh my God.
No, that's
Okay.
perfect.
Yeah.
And what date is the event? How long will you be in Japan? Or Japan?
Yeah.
So the show is June 19th.
And then we'll have a few shoots the days before,
of days
and
before.
after. I think there might be
So we're
another.
shooting for
The 14th.
At least a week
14th.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I want to go
14th
for
to
a
the
week, maybe a
21st.
little longer if I can.
Right, that would be great. Yeah,
Because
and I do.
it's my first time out of the country. My first international
Debut,
debut.
Yeah.
And then it's right before my birthday.
Mhm.
I'll be turning 30 on the 28th. So it's like,
20th of June?
yeah.
My brother's birthday is June 28th.
Whoa!
She always signs birthday twins.
That's so
That's my
cool.
brother's
Crazy.
birthday. That's
Yeah.
crazy. Cool.
Yeah,
That's
so.
amazing. Well, how exciting. That is it's so impactful. And to watch you guys go from, I think I might move to Albuquerque too. I'm going to Japan.
No, clocking!
Whoa! Yeah, what an absolute thrill. That
Oh,
is,
it's
like,
major.
so
It's
right.
major because it's a willingness to try, but also a willingness to trust yourself that you
Right.
could pull through and that you can do it.
You can,
You
yeah.
can.
Because I just started I always thought about modeling off and on, growing up and stuff, but I just never took it really serious or
Right.
really just made excuses because I always say there was just I didn't know where to look and stuff like this and
Mhm.
being
Kinda
from
like
Kansas,
that's
kind of
what
being in a
it-
hard area,
Yeah,
I feel
that's
like
it.
for certain things, but finding it now, I'm like it's really built a lot of confidence in myself and stuff so it's pretty cool. I'm learning a lot, just in general, then also about myself too. So
Right, and who you are, kind
Yeah.
of person.
Mhm.
I love that. That's
And
beautiful.
honestly, along with that, it's like you carry the weight of what it means to bring your community to an international stage. Damn, you're doing that for your
sure.
people or for your
people,
community.
your whole community.
You
Yeah,
know,
yeah, to
wholesome.
represent,
Yeah,
to represent. It's such a big deal.
no, for sure. I'm
Right.
super proud of it.
And I bet your relatives, people that care about you, are pretty pumped.
Yeah, my
Yeah,
mom.
I mean, I think
my mom's probably telling everybody and
Oh.
every
everybody
time she
and their
calls
mom.
me, she's like, "Yeah, I was talking to so and so. I was telling them that you guys are going to Tokyo," and I'm like, "You're just so
love
she
it.
cute."
does not miss out.
Yeah.
I love
She-
that.
But
she
she's
has
a
to
hoot,
stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love
And
her.
I'm sure, you really can't be successful without some type of support system.
Oh, for
Oh,
sure.
for sure.
Dude, if I didn't have my mom, dude, I wouldn't be here.
Right.
Aw.
I love that.
I think for me, it's I found my support within the modeling community.
Yes.
I made 2 great friends. I mean, I made a lot of great friends, you know, but 2 that I share such a integral part of my life with, but also this creative journey. We share that as well. That platform of modeling, we share that together. So
The joy of it.
Maggie and Tommy Rose, I love you.
Oh, I love that so much. I actually met Maggie and Tommy Rose.
Yes.
They're both great. I walked with both of them.
With both of them, yes.
Yeah, with both of them. They're so sweet.
They are.
I love them. Hi guys. And I hope you guys see this. It's great to see the modeling community and how incredibly kind it can be.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what I found is that I found more kindness than negativity.
Same.
Yeah. I don't think we've been to a good handful of shows now, and also been if I have I'm usually an assistant, I always say.
Yeah.
For them and stuff if I don't if I'm not in the show and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm always behind the scenes.
I'm chronically ill, so he's always there with me anyway.
But
Yeah.
because
That's what
I'm a
partnership-
caregiver, I was a
partnership.
caregiver and a CNA, so
Right.
I was also. So it's
How long have you guys been together?
5
over
years?
5 years. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah, over 5 now, because it would have been in October.
Wow, over 5 years. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I love that. That's awesome. Well, it just seems like a natural flow, you know.
Yeah.
For sure, so I'm saying I would just it came natural to me. That's just how I am as a person in general. So
Right, I love that.
Very go with the flow person, which I really
it just helped
admire.
out a lot and benefited that I was a CNA, actual CNA,
Right.
Yeah.
CNA, so I knew what to do.
Right.
You know,
Yeah, and the thing is, we didn't meet and I was chronically ill. I got
Right.
chronically ill just a couple of years ago, so
Right.
we have explored that journey
we live
together.
in highlighting,
Right.
skiing,
Yeah, we used to do a lot of crazy stuff. A lot of stuff that I
Skydiving.
can't. Yes,
Yeah.
skydiving is fucking amazing. If you are physically able, please go skydive at least once.
Yeah.
Please do it. It is so liberating. It's so exciting. It's gorgeous. The view is
such a fun
amazing.
experience.
Our view was, just patches and patches of land, and you can just see decadus trees for miles. The
They're so
Kansas
cool.
River.
Because we dropped from 14,000 feet to.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Whoa.
I had a blast, and I really wish I could do that again.
I was talking to
Um,
somebody about skydiving, and they're like, "I would never do it." I said, "I might do it once."
Just
They're
do it
like,
once.
Do it.
And they
Just
were
do it
like,
once.
"That's all you'll need," and I was like, "Hey,
No.
yeah,
no.
that's safer than."
Well,
people
that's
think.
another thing is that once you are accustomed to a certain level of adrenaline, it's
Right.
you want to experience something that's going to wow you again, you know?
Mhm. Right.
Or at least that's how it is for me.
It's just getting the gumption.
yes,
Yeah.
just
Sometimes
do
it's
it.
scary. That's the just do it part. That how many people don't just do it?
Mhm.
Exactly.
Like you're
And
modeling,
that's-
you're modeling it. You know how if you wouldn't have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For
Well,
sure. I started. I
Keep
didn't
it.
mean. My first show was Evan's first show too, but
Yeah.
I didn't apply for it. I thought about it, but I just got busy with work, so I put it off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I was behind scenes with them and stuff, and they're like, "Hey, well, we need a male with long hair," and they all looked at me, and I was like, "Oh," then she was like, "Well, do you want to model?"
It's
And I was like,
yes.
Sure.
Yeah.
And that's how I started modeling,
Yeah.
and I've been running with it from there.
I
Mhm.
love that.
But-
That's great.
Mhm.
How fantastic. Well, so we've reached the moment in the show where we have a mystery item.
Yes.
So you brought a mystery item?
We did. We brought, each of us brought our mystery
Yes, yes.
items. Here you go,
I
bud.
got mystery ideas.
Thanks.
Yes,
But-
plural.
Yes.
It's all encased into one.
Encased into one. All right.
So I'm a big Pokemon collector.
Yes!
So this is like a good chunk of what I have. I also have a lot more, but I was like, oh, because I was gonna bring some really cool shoes I have, but I was like, I don't know what to bring.
Yeah, Pokemon
So, but-
though. What's your favorite card in here?
My favorite card in here. That's definitely tough.
Top
My
three.
favorite are usually my favorite Pokemon are Cubone and Gengar.
I love Cubone.
But
Such a sad storyline. Cubone.
Yeah,
yeah, I was just telling them about it.
So
Well, I
sad.
barely learned about it too, but then I was like, oh wow,
My
I didn't
boyfriend
realize.
is a very big Pokemoner. He plays too, and he. If you're wanting to get plugged into the Pokemon card game community, you've met the right guy. Nick Torres, yeah, he is a big card guy too. So yeah, I love him. I'm learning a lot about Pokemon. I wasn't allowed to play Pokemon or have the cards as a child.
Is it witchcraft?
It was
Yeah.
It was evil
Yes.
because it was evolution. Is what I was told. Is that they evolved, and so I could not play Power Rangers too. I couldn't watch Power Rangers because it was
damn.
magical.
Oh my god. Growing up, Avatar was a touchy subject, and so was Dragon Ball Z Kai. Did not stop me from watching them, but it was. You can't be watching that. They have powers.
They have
Same
powers.
with
Yes.
like that's unnatural.
It's unnatural. They have powers.
It's a
if
cartoon.
they had powers, I couldn't watch Harry Potter either.
Yeah, we weren't allowed to watch Harry
crazy.
Potter. All the Harry Potters I watched were in
You
school.
grew up very similar to me.
I grew up very, very sheltered.
Yeah, I grew up
also very
Baptist.
Catholic.
Yeah. Oh, Southern
Roman
Baptist.
Catholic. Yeah.
Right. So we get it. Yeah.
Chihuahua.
I was gonna say Chihuahua.
Chihuahua died.
I was born and raised Catholic too.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Okay.
Like
No,
everything was witchcraft or from the Diablo. So you
Uh-huh.
know.
See, and like, I know that I have no hate against religion. Like, I know everyone has,
For
has
sure.
their own thing, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
And some people have great experiences. You
Yes.
know, my boyfriend is Catholic, and he's pretty avid Catholic, and
Mhm.
I love that. But you know what I also know is he doesn't judge me for not being Catholic,
Mhm.
which is
Yeah,
cool.
And that's
cool.
what makes a Catholic.
That's
Like,
what makes it good. That's what makes
Yeah.
you,
For sure.
you know, like you're following the path that you're supposed to be.
Yeah.
And not being judgmental. So.
Mhm.
I like that. Let's see what
I
you
agree.
got.
So
wanna
I would
see
say
it.
this is probably my favorite card in here.
Okay.
It's the Japanese Charizard VMAX.
Whoa.
I need to get it graded, but yeah.
Sick. How? Okay. What does this card run for? I want to show you.
I would
this,
say I think it runs for just raw like that around $100.
Right, but
if
this
not
is
a little bit more.
This is your jam, though. You really like.
Yeah, I ripped it from a pack actually too, which is so cool. Like, I
cool.
didn't
So
trade
you
or buy
really
it.
got
Yeah.
it. You really earned it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I love that.
But
That's amazing. So you're a big Pokemoner. That's why I love show and tell. Like, it's not show and tell, but it's called mystery item. But it was a show and tell idea.
Right.
Because it's like you learn so much
Mhm.
about people, what they choose to bring, and I love that you chose Pokemon.
Well, yeah, that's
Yeah.
really cute.
That's so cool. So what did you bring?
So on the topic of fashion, Tokyo, and all things amazing, I brought my very first Lolita skirt. This is by the brand Maman Moitié. Absolute legendary brand. Sorry, I kinda yelled there.
You can just
It's iconic. Not gonna lie.
Oh, look at the back. That's
it's
gorgeous.
so beautiful. You can see me style it on my personal fashion account. If you guys want to check that out, is it okay if I plug?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
Moonlit Bloodline on Instagram. You'll find my Lolita coordinates. I don't post very often now, but I used to post some cool stuff, so you might see that styled there. But yeah, this is my very first Lolita skirt, and it's actually before I had even done like the Fruit Street Snap or the Fruit Dash Street Snap. I was more active in the Lolita fashion community, and I saw a casting call for Maman Moitié for the I want to say AWA Con in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And they host fashion shows and stuff like that. So Maman Moitié was coming, and that means Mana-sama was going to be there. Mana-sama is the visionary behind Maman Moitié. He's who popularized the term Elegant Gothic Lolita, or EGL, which is what style is popularly known as. But he also is a composer, producer, multidisciplinary artist, like to the fucking max.
I love that.
Yeah, he's amazing. I got to meet him. I opened and closed his show with another model, so it was really, really cute. We were in like twinning coordinates in different colorways. It was so beautiful.
So beautiful. I love when I see the twinning too.
Yes,
It's
I love
very
twinning.
challenging to have a walk like that. I've actually practiced it in case I ever have to walk as a twin. Because I've seen
that
walk.
would be really.
No, it was a little bit challenging, but in the time that we had backstage, I choreographed a kind of like an idea for us, and we ate that shit up. I'm not gonna lie. It was great. It was really, really beautiful. But I got to take a group photo with him. I got to shake his hand. I also got to go to his tea party the next day, and that was fucking amazing. So this skirt it's like a culmination of memories that I have of the joy of what got me into fashion in general, but also to meet a legend, to model for the damn legend, and then like just to
and own a piece that they have.
yes, and to
Wow.
own it, and obviously, one day my collection will be much larger. I do wear other Lolita pieces, but they're mainly like Angelic Pretty, Baby the Star Shine Bright, so.
Sure.
But Momme Moite
It's gonna
is
grow.
my favorite.
It's gonna grow
Yeah.
more and more. The collection.
The collection.
I
Who knows?
love
While I'm in
that.
Japan, I might
In
have
Japan,
to.
you might have to
I
pick
might
out
have to
some
pick
stuff. I love it.
Prepare your wallet.
I
No, I'm
know.
kidding.
I love it. So, something that we ask at the end of every show, and I like to ask everybody, is if you could reach any demographic, you know, just say that this hits million subscribers and music views, and we get it just goes go crazy. That's what we're manifesting. You know, what demographic would you reach out to, or any demographic, and what would you say, you know, to encourage them?
So, looking at myself from that time, it's going to be 10-year-olds, especially because I don't know, a lot of the people that I love in my life are very young right now, so I wanted to reach them and people like them. It's for the weird kids. If you're fucking weird now, excuse me language. If you're weird now, you're gonna get somewhere. You're going somewhere. You're weird now, they copy you later. Just put up with it, deal with it now. Grow your skin, grow your shell, and wear what makes you proud. Listen to what you want. Enjoy yourself. To be cringe is to be free. Embrace it. Well, because I feel like a lot of children, especially right now, they're growing up in a digital age where everything that they do is put out there somewhere, and they want to, like any other children, they want to be like teenagers, and teenagers want to be like adults.
Right.
So it's like this trickle ladder of like wanting to mature faster than you need to.
Right.
Go play outside, pick up a
Yeah.
damn rock, find a worm. Don't kill a worm, but just poke at it,
My
look at
son
it,
just
observe
made
it.
a worm farm.
What?
So
He just made a worm
cool.
farm. His dad bought him like
Let me
100
over.
Yeah, literally he made he ordered
Let me
his
pet
own
that
worms
worm.
and then put a little worm farm. And he's 7 years old, and that's what he wanted to do, was make a worm farm. And I'm like, yes.
Mhm.
Of all things that he could want to do, that
Yeah.
Right?
I would
That's so
support a
cool.
worm farm.
Nourish
Right?
yourself. Nourish your
creativity.
your creativity, and also it's okay to not fit in all the time. It's okay. It doesn't feel great all the time, and I get that, you know, but you're gonna meet your people one day that don't make you question where you stand in that environment. Like, you are needed there, you're celebrated there, you will find a place. Because if I could count how many times I was the weirdo, or like I was just too different, or too like extreme, or even a dumpster fire, like, I don't care. Like, I was always at least myself, and I can, you know, pat myself on the back for at least having that authenticity
Absolutely.
through and through. Like, let's just run with it. You're not going to be everybody's cup of tea, and you don't have to be. That's okay. If you're not concerned about loving everybody on the planet, they don't need to all love you either. Just keep on going.
Keep on going. I love it so much. And yeah, that grow your show.
Mhm.
That actually hit hard.
Mhm.
Because you do have to have that show.
Mhm.
You do have to grow it. And how about you? Who would you want to reach in, you know?
That's a tough one. I would say you're honestly really any age, but mainly maybe like high school, or like anyone like in high school, like, or less, so like 18 or less for sure. I would say just like, if you have any dreams, like, just go for it. You know, like, I know it's obviously easier said than done, you know, but like, just, you gotta take those jumps and those leaps, or even just taking those small,
Literal
those
ones.
first.
You jumped out of a plane before.
Yeah,
you know,
like-
just take the small steps, you know, do what it takes, you know, or like just do those little things that you think that something like you thought you would never ever do, and then just try those things, you know, because you never know where it could take you, or what could happen and what you can achieve, if not more than what
But
you
what can
what your
awaken
goal.
in you too?
Yeah,
right?
like, even if you do fail, that's okay. It's gonna be a part of it,
It's
you know.
okay
but
to fail.
Mhm.
I'm a big like opportunity guy, so like I feel like, and I don't want to miss out on this opportunity. So that's why I do a lot of things that like were like super scary, you know. But I feel like it's where it's got me today. So like
Mhm.
like I moved out to Long Beach, California on a whim, just because I had visited and got auditions to a show or to Universal Studios, but like. If I didn't take those things, like, if I didn't just do those small little things, or like, not even just small little things, but it's like, if I didn't just tough it out, you know, because it's gonna be tough, and it's not gonna be easy at all, you know. But
Yeah.
taking those little things and doing that, like, I don't regret it, you know, and I do
It's
it again.
rewarded you in
you
so
know,
many different ways, so many different kinds of experiences, the amount of people that you meet. Like, at the end of the day, the universe genuinely rewards audacity.
Oh, I love that.
You know, and there's like a saying that like somebody less talented takes your spot just because they had the audacity to try.
Ooh.
You know, and that should be your motivator, but also it should be a reminder that like the only thing that sets you apart from the people that are doing it is the fact that they tried to do it.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they're there, and that's why we're walking in Tokyo.
Yeah.
Like just because we were like, well, fuck it, let's just submit. I'm sure she's gonna get a lot of applicants. Like, you know,
what's the worst that can happen?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You know, you get rejected,
Yeah.
and they say no, and that's
then
that's
it's
okay.
like, okay.
It's a part of it.
You know,
so.
like, and the thing is that like so I've had a couple. Well, have you modeled for her twice now, or once?
No, twice.
Because I think I've modeled for
No,
her
once.
3 times. Or wait, I can't remember. I modeled
Yeah.
for her a few times. We've modeled for her for a few times or something, and then we have a great connection and we have a lot of fun. So I was like, well, hopefully it works out. But I assumed that the amount of applicants is, I'm not going to be upset somebody more talented or somebody more like experienced would take my spot.
Right.
You know, but it was a beautiful, beautiful reminder of our capacity to grow and to flourish. Like truly, it was a beautiful thing. I literally cried, low-key, when I got my acceptance letter, because it was like a hell yeah, I fucking did it. Like I did it.
Success.
Yeah, because like
This is it.
in August, for example, when I had modeled for Alternative, I was also on standby for the SWAE show, and I was like, I felt the glory. I want to win. You know, I was so damn close,
Right.
but I wanted to one day get there. So I was like,
Right.
you know what? Maybe I just need to keep building my experience. I didn't
Yep.
have very much experience when I applied for that, so
Right.
I wasn't really expecting it. But it was good. Like it was a good motivator for me.
Yeah,
And
a
so
good building
now,
block.
now it's like, okay, I couldn't book this show in Santa Fe, but I booked one in Tokyo. So am I really losing every time that I'm rejected for something, or is it just not what's
Opening
working for
the
that
door,
day?
a different
Yeah.
door,
Yeah,
different
like it's
avenue.
just, and that doesn't even mean that you won't get it next time. You know, the SWAE applications are open right now, and so we plan to apply. Hopefully, we'll get it. If we
Yeah.
don't, like,
There'll
it's
be
another day.
Another
It's another day. Like,
It's
it's
another
okay.
opportunity, like you said.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Something will come. It's okay.
Right.
You know,
It's okay.
There's no need to rush it either. And I think that's why things are snowballing for me organically right now, like modeling wise. I'm getting so much opportunity just because I'm willing to put myself out there.
Right.
And it's cute. I like it.
I love it. I love this for you guys. And I want to tell everybody too, before you guys, exit this, if you've been on here this long, make sure you like, follow, and subscribe. Go to their Instagram pages. At the end of this video here, we will have a little advertisement that's going to show the merchandise that they have to help fund these guys to go to Tokyo and support them. So I hope that you guys support them, and I want to thank you guys again for coming on the show and being so open, and that's really what makes a good easy dialogue, is when people are just open and ready to just say, I'm here to win, and like talk about it. So I appreciate you guys being here today, and
Thank you for
Of
having
course,
us.
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
we're
glad we
super
came,
excited.
yeah.
absolutely.
Another thing is, I forgot to mention it prior, but the Alternative team, we are a kind of a big group of models here. And along with the designer and everybody else on the production side of it, we are working really, really hard to create a joint raffle, high value. Just saying. There's going to be a lot of really cool goodies on my end. I also do beadwork, contemporary beadwork, and I'll be contributing a custom piece, like let's say up to $200 in value or so.
Amazing.
We can do medallions, chokers. If you guys want to check out that side of me, I have some stuff on Opuntia Raices, Oputania. I think there's a dot and then Raices, Raizes.
Perfect.
So
I love it. And what I'll do is we'll have your link to your Instagram on here, and everybody will be able to find most of that information on your Instagram. And if you have any questions or interested in donating to their GoFundMe, you can DM on that IG, and they'll be able to help you out with all the information that you need. So again, thank you so much for coming on the show. And thank you guys. Please like, follow, subscribe, and we'll see you next time on Lion Vet.